Welcome, everyone. My name is Shawn Jones, and I'm the CEO of the iNetrapreneur Network. And today I have with me a very dynamic individual. He works with all kinds of clients across the world. He is the owner, founder of DareDev. He is the co-founder of TapSite. I have with me Makram Jreissat. Thank you so much for being here today.
It's a pleasure being here.
Now, Mac, I love what you had to say in a recent panel interview, but for me, before we dive into the businesses that you own and that you're co-founder of, our audience wants to really get to know a little bit about the person behind the business. So with that being said, who is Mac?
Well, my background is that I got a bachelor's degree in civil engineering. I managed my brother's business for a few years. I did some kind of software along the lines, and honestly, with all my work ethic and what I feel like I can put out in the world, I was like, I want to change the world. I want to do something revolutionary. And so with that, I said, let me start startups, let me start businesses that can really help people on a grand scale. And that's a little bit about me. I'm sure you'll see more about me later on in this interview, but that's something to start with.
So you're a visionary. You're all about making change in the world. And you do that through, we'll focus on your one business, DareDev. Tell us a little bit about DareDev. What do you do? How are you changing the world?
So DareDev, what we do with DareDev is we provide affordable software development for small businesses and startups. We have an international team, which is how we're able to keep costs low for them. And we give them all the quality assurance and service, customer service that you wouldn't normally get from outsourcing, let's say. And so we give them basically an entire company backing them for the price of essentially a freelancer over here.
So instead of a business opening up shop and looking at the different apps, even something as simple as a customer relationship management system, a CRM, your company talks with clients to identify exactly what their goals are in order to design custom software. Is this correct?
Yep. So we sit down with them. We have a free consultation. We say, let's see where your business is at. Let's see what you're missing. Do you have communication tools? Yes or no? Do you have your website up and running? Do you have good SEO? Do you have which stage of the business are you on a digital level? Like on online presence, where are you at? Maybe you have everything, and then maybe you need a mobile app to take it to the next level. Maybe you don't have anything at all. We need to start you off with a website, maybe some CRM, some communication tools, and get you to that next level in the digital presence. Because online presence, digital presence is everything nowadays. Without it, businesses can't succeed. And so some business owners are on the older side of things. They're not used to technology. So we come in and we say, we're going to simplify this for you. We're going to make it easy for you. And we're going to make it so you're able to use the technology.
That is interesting that you mentioned some people, some businesses, they're kind of out of the tech loop. They're so used to ways of doing business that sometimes they're not open, or they don't know what tools that their businesses really need. And it sounds like that you meet with your client and touch on different aspects of their business where tools, applications of some sort, and even social media platforms to kind of integrate to get that overall presence in the digital space.
Right. So yeah, we know that not everyone is there. Not everyone is technically there. And this newer generation, even them, they have some limitations in their thought processes in terms of technology too. So yes, they use social media. Yes, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, all this. You should have your company presence on there. But
now,
yeah.
Go ahead. With the product lines that you offer and the design programs that you have, creating that digital footprint, provide the ongoing management of all of these systems and tools, or do you provide training for your client, the end user, so they can start to manage things on their own on the back end?
So we do a little bit of both. So it depends on which route we take, which plan we go through. So typically on regular website design, things like that, like we do like a WordPress type integration and customization, and then we show you, this is how you use WordPress, this is how you go about it, this is what you do, and then we let them go free, and then we do like a support for like maybe 6 months to a year.
Yeah.
But that is all like a package deal. So we can do maintenance for your website with no package and just straight off the bat, but we usually add on everything together, so it would be a nice, neat little with a bow for you.
I like that. Now, when we talk about the digital space, for some, it's like, okay, I'm going to put my blinders on. I don't know. I don't understand how to use it or how it can be a benefit. As a startup business, it can be overwhelming because there's so many different tools and automation out there. It's like, how do I know what I really need today? So if you are a startup business, Matt, and they come to you, what are the typical core items, if you will, or the core products that a startup business would need in the digital space outside of having a website?
Well, a startup business typically has their custom web application, web service, and mobile application, which is their core idea. But on top of that, there are other things that they would potentially need, things to retain their customers, things to track their customers, make sure they're able to see, is there customer retention on our website, our web service, our mobile app, are customers coming and going, or are customers staying, the churn rate, lifetime value they're able to calculate through this, they're able to calculate the profitability of revenue. All this is important through data. And then on top of that, just having that mobile app and that customization and that team backing you up and saying, we can change this feature if you want to, we can add this feature if you want to, everything is custom for you.
I love the custom features. When you work with clients, do you offer solutions to where they can go in and add plugins? Let's say it is a WordPress website, just as an example, and then they decide that they need to have a calendar tool. Do you custom make these different tools and different applications, or is it friendly where they can just opt in, pay for a plugin that goes into the website to integrate? So if, let's say, again, using that example of the calendar.
Well, in terms of WordPress, when we do a WordPress site for most of our clients that are small business owners, we try to keep it as friendly to the user as possible. So there's no need to reinvent the wheel. If there's a calendar plugin, there's a calendar plugin. We're not gonna, like, there's no point for us to make a custom calendar unless you need it. But there's usually something on the market already. And we're not gonna charge you like $2,000 or $1,000 to make you a custom plugin. Like, that's pointless. We don't want you to waste money. So we'd say, here, there's this plugin, you pay like $100 a year, and then you can use it and it works perfectly fine. And we are able to determine the things that you need.
I like your approach. You really do sit down with the client and analyze everything that they're looking to achieve. Now, apps, when we talk about phone apps, that's kind of like that one's also uncharted territories. I mean, everybody has either an Android or a iPhone, and you have your Play stores and such. What type of apps, phone apps, are you seeing businesses implement, and how are you helping them?
So businesses want to implement things to maintain customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is by far the most important aspect in creating a mobile app. Once they download your app, they're always going to have you in mind. And to uninstall the app is a little bit of a hassle. Unless it's actually bothering them, they're not going to do it. They're going to keep it on their phone. So they open the app and they should see that the user should see some kind of dashboard. The user should input some kind of information, whether it's their email, phone number, whatever. The users can see discounts, can see updates, new products. They can maybe even add in e-commerce that to buy from the store. They can add in a lot of different features that will benefit the store in terms of loyalty, in terms of revenue generation, in terms of even like data collection. Like we can collect data from these customers to make sure that we know that we're top of mind all the time. If they haven't used the app in a week, 2 weeks, send them a notification. If they haven't done anything that would result in them coming into the store again, then we say, hey, here's a 50% off discount, 60% off discount. Come visit us. Maybe survey, maybe feedback, maybe there are loads and loads of different things that you can do.
That's incredible. And one last thing before we start to wrap up, you touched on your company helps clients navigate through social media. Do you have a particular platform that you like to direct your clients to, or do you assess the different social media sites that they need? And the other question is, does your company create the content to deliver and share on the social sites for your clients?
So 2 things. First off, we don't create the content. Not right now. We might in the future, but currently we don't. However, I do have recommendations for what people should be using for social media. Currently, LinkedIn is great. LinkedIn is one of the biggest places to put in content because you get a lot of organic reach. On top of that, new things are coming out. So YouTube Shorts, Facebook Shorts, I think they're called Shorts, Instagram Reels. Those allow for a lot of organic growth, and TikTok as well. These platforms, they allow you to just post and post and post and post, and eventually one of them might hit and it'll just give you 10,000 views, 50,000 views, 100,000 views, and all organic. So paid advertising costs you a lot of money. If you don't have a lot of money, it's kind of hard to win on that game, on that field. But with organic growth, whether it's LinkedIn, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Shorts, all those, and TikTok, all those will help your business grow on the digital and online presence. And plus, people love seeing videos. They love hearing like a 10-second clip of you saying, hey, come into Joe's Pizza and come, and then show them like the pizza like this, and like they love seeing that. Makes them want to eat pizza at that point.
Just the talk of pizza definitely is appealing. And you are right. People love videos, and there's untapped marketplaces within those different apps, platforms that you've mentioned, and there's different ways to target your audience and stay engaged. And it's incredible what you're doing, Matt. If somebody would like to get in touch, find out more about DareDev, the different services, or to even have you sit down and analyze their current tools and platforms they're using, how can they get in contact with you?
Well, you can contact me on my website, dare-dev.com. You can just go to the website. We have a contact us page. If you want to email me, Makram, Makram at dare-dev.com. My LinkedIn, so it's really simple, linkedin.com/n/Makram, Makram-Jreissat, Jreissat. That's my LinkedIn, first dash last name, really simple. Or you can just call me, give me a call or a text, 602-535-6137. That's 602-535-6137. So yeah, perfect. All those.
Makram, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to share about DareDev and how you're really making a difference in the lives of business owners and entrepreneurs across the globe. I really appreciate everything you're doing and for taking the time to share that here today.
Thank you for having me. I really loved speaking about DareDev and talking to you. You're a great interviewer. So
thank you. I really appreciate it. For those of you who have just watched, I interviewed Makram Jreissat. He is the owner, founder of DareDev. He's the co-founder of TapSite as well. He also has recently been one of the expert speakers and panelists for the Digital Connections at the Art of Connection Virtual Global Summit, where he gave a lot of information and delivered a lot of education and provided tools and resources for entrepreneurs to be seen, heard, and reach their audiences. If you are interested in finding out more about Makram, or if you'd like to be part of the next Art of Connection Global Summit on February 23rd of 2023, visit artofconnectionglobalsummit.com.